is very tiny.
I hate tiny ones. I like having 10 keys.
Look.
Hello and
But,
welcome
you know-
to Let's Get You Started with Modular Keyboards.
Let's get you started with overpriced keyboards.
You want that mechanical, you want that bespoke, way too expensive keyboard experience, but the clackety clack feel so good though. Just saying.
When it's your job, it's a instrument. It's a tool.
Oh, just kidding. This is Front Chill, the Dicening, Atarik's crew. Hello and welcome. I'm Tony. I'm the DM, which means I will be herding these cats for you this evening. And as always, at the top of these things, we love to thank benefactors, benevolent and otherwise. Yev, Nomad, Doomsayer, and DLP, as well as BACKBLAZE, for continuing to help this happen. So, shout out where shout outs due. Let me go around the circle here and the magical squares and let these lovely people introduce themselves.
Did we add a new benefactor?
Yeah,
I was gonna. I didn't. I thought it, but I like DLP, so I clapped for it anyway. But I didn't know.
Yeah.
I'll clap for it.
Yeah, because of things changing, things change. So new benefactor. All right.
Yay!
So squares.
Reminds
Yes.
me to
This monotone green hair individual. Who are you and what's going on?
Oh, me.
That's you.
Hi, I'm Sam.
Blue green.
Yeah, kind of. Hi, I'm Sam. I play Jin Term and Rip Term, the not-so-matching twins that love to get into trouble. And you can find me online at Sammy Cakes, cake spelled with an 8. Hi.
Excellent.
I don't
Moving
go
along
first. I don't go first.
Well, I try and mix it up so I'm not just playing favorites. So tough shit, you have to go first every so often. Okay. Moving along. Green and purple-haired individual from the Void.
That one's me. Hi, I'm Lisa, or at least Lisa. You can find me as Violet November on things, but the first own Violet is a 0 for continuity's sake. And someone out there stole my name. So, that's all true. You'll find me playing Klesh, the Verdan fighter, who's quite charming and, as always, just happy to be here.
And then in the squares next to you, someone else from a slightly less of a Void, my fellow Y chromosomed individual. Who are you? What's going on?
Hey, it's your boy. No, it's Nathaniel, and I will be playing Leaf tonight. You can find me on the internet with a little bit of help from Google or your favorite search engine. That's about it.
Just add us on Front Chill and be like, we want that Nathaniel annoying person, and we'll hook you right up.
You could even just say Leia, like most people do actually want her.
Actually, yeah,
instead.
just
the one with the corgi.
That is
add us with
fair
Leia.
and
Yeah,
acceptable.
we'll make sure you get picks.
Oh, I found one that is so good, Lisa. You're gonna enjoy it. Leia is hopping through the snow because the snow is so high.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, the description alone
I love the hopping.
Yeah.
is key.
it's
But not
it's
to
great.
get too derailed, the person who is currently wrangling my actual cats, who are you and what are you doing upstairs in my house?
Hey, I'm JC. Tonight I'm playing Karvis. And you can find me on the internet under JC, Hey Me, It's You. And I just want to take a moment to appreciate our good boy Billy. Look at him.
If I get his tummy just right, he'll kick his legs.
One of my
There we go.
three. Oh, yes.
Yes.
One of
And
my 3 favorite bills.
I know he's not listening. Yes, I was gonna say I know he's not listening, but we appreciate Billy for the donuts at work today.
Oh, I was like, yeah.
There are great Billies all over the world today.
all over the world.
Well, I appreciate the other Billy for his delicious balls. They're nice and savory.
Oh,
It's a special
yes.
occasion.
Thank you, Founder Billy. Thank you,
Yeah.
Founder
Yeah.
Billy.
They're not savory. They're sesame balls. They're supposed to be sweet in the middle. It's red bean paste.
They're
It's-
sweet and umami.
It's not sweet.
It's delicious.
It's debatable.
I'm a filthy American, and I needed to have at least 3 cups of sugar to be considered sweet.
Yep.
Anyway, moving along.
Sounds awful.
What hath you wrought? Last session, y'all got buck wild as much as your character does.
Like, did we? I feel like I did not.
Fair. I
I
could
don't know-
definitely
I
see
don't know about-
Klesh being much worse, yeah. But if I recall correctly,
I was just on brand.
yeah, that's why I said as for your character.
Yep.
So if I remember correctly, just quickly going around. So Karvis
Yeah.
went back to her own room with her lady boner and dealt with that,
Yes, you did.
and then Klesh went back to his
I'm
cuddle
riding
puddle
Space Turtle.
to their cuddle puddle with their person.
There, puddle.
I love it.
Nathaniel was part of a 3-part cuddle puddle, himself the captain of the guard and space turtle hero from space,
Yep.
Space turtle hero from space.
which we will explore more in a bit. And also what we will
Oh.
explore more in a bit, Sam, our dual personalitied player, Jinturum and Ripturum, the not so identical twins, awoke in a pile of previous debauchery. Let's see. One of them painted up and dressed like a mime and unable to speak. And then the other
mime, so.
one, I forget which is which. I hope you made a note. Because if not, I'm going to assign whichever is funnier to me.
I mean, that's probably
fair.
what I would do too.
And then the other brother could only, except for proper nouns and the word poodles, was only able to speak goblin.
Oh, right. Yeah, that was the big one.
Oh, that was the big one.
I'm pretty sure.
Not being
Pretty
dressed
sure
like
the
a
half-
mime and unable to speak at all.
I will be right back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the half orc that couldn't speak at all.
So that is funnier to me to have. Let's see, who's he? Is he Rip?
Yeah,
No,
or
Jin.
no, he's Jin.
Jinturum the half orc. So all 6-ish feet of them is painted and dressed like a mime and unable to speak. It's exquisite.
I love it.
Meanwhile, Ripturum the Triton is speaking Jinturum.
Can you understand him?
No, I do not believe Jinturum can speak Goblin.
I'm kind of hoping that they have like some weird twin telekinetic powers or like body language, like, this is what he's trying to say. No?
I thought we.
Oh, I think it's
I thought
funny
we
that neither of you speak Aquan.
I didn't have that as an option on here, an Aquin on here. Anyway,
All right, Sam, you're fired.
I mean, they both speak Common and Halfling, which kind of tracks. But yeah, interesting. Well, even then, neither of them speak Goblin, so that's fun.
What do I don't
speak
either.
Goblin.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay, so
So some people are.
yeah. Wait, so someone understands me.
oh, hey Sam, roll me a d4.
D4. 4.
Okay. The bed you've woken up in is one of the individuals you have made the acquaintance of last night. You are not at the tavern.
Oh. Interesting.
Apparently the party
Well, don't
traveled.
say. The party traveled?
The 4 of you that were this party
Mhm.
Moved.
relocated
Moved,
from the
got it.
tavern you started at.
And we are now in a different inn, so to speak.
Yes, you're in
Or a
this
different
person's
bed.
You're in this person's like home.
Oh,
All right, cool. So I look around first to see if I can find my brother. Is he with me in the same home?
You are intertwined in the mess of legs that are all four of you.
Ew. I'm first gonna cringe because that's my brother. And then I'm gonna get up
But he's
and
got a
go
new
pee.
body now.
Lisa. No.
He said he wanted to see what the new body was all about, so...
My God. Well, I'm gonna choose to, keep those memories black out and
Y'all
try to
pervs.
quietly wake him up without waking up anyone else and be like, "Gotta get
Oh no, all
Get outta
four
here
of
and do
you
something."
have done the long stretch, like, wow.
Oh no.
Who, if only we could remember what happened. That Mozart piece has played in the background mysteriously. It's no, you are all faced with the horrible light of day.
Oh no.
Um,
Okay, so I recognize him from the bar.
oh yes, these people. None of these people are new to you, other than from last night.
Okay. And I know I asked for consent, so
Now you ask for what?
I know I asked for consent.
Oh yes, no, that was established at the bar previously.
Yep. Okay, yeah, long stretch. You know what? I'm gonna make everyone breakfast. That's what I'm gonna do.
Good start.
Excellent. Through the gift of body language and through the gift of body language through both of you, and just the general gist of assertion using proper nouns. Actually, that doesn't help you too much, but one of the both of you are able to make breakfast, so it's great. So yeah, you're doing the breakfast thing. It's a little weird because one of you's a mime, but hey, you're making it work. Meanwhile, Space Turtle from space. What's up, Nathaniel?
Yeah.
You and Portia wake up wrapped in a blanket with no clothes on top of Senior Space Turtle.
Mm-hmm.
Show me what you got.
I guess I gotta talk to Mr. Space Turtle. So we did a long rest. I think I already did that. Yeah,
I counted your involuntary, pseudo voluntary, passing out as a long rest. So yeah, you're good.
I really just can't see the boxes on D&D Beyond for how many spells I have all the time. They're very blends in, and I don't like it. So if you're listening, people, you can make those boxes make it blacker, a darker outline.
You have 4 first level, 3 second level.
I would like
3
to
third.
cast. I know, I see it. It's just hard. And I moved my other monitor, and it's easier to see, so I don't know what it is. But I cast Speak with Animals.
As you sort of start to get yourself in that more tortoise mindset, you start to work your jaw like it's a beak, and sort of start slowly, carefully moving your neck as if you may need to retract it at any moment, and you hear a "Good morning, good morning."
Good morning. And what's his shell say again?
In beautiful, very lovely script. It so feel free. So if anyone's sort of a inclined for graphic design and wants to make this, feel free to change it up, whatever looks better. But you can see instantly that around the rim, all the way around the edges, it says Space Turtle, Hero from Space. Space Turtle is all caps. Hero from Space is lowercase.
First off, I say thank you for letting me sleep here. But what happened last night?
He's like, "Thank you. That's the most fun I've had in a long time."
Was there some interspecies thing happening last
I
night?
don't know. I'm here for it. I mean, I would turn into a turtle and let it happen. If he was in. But
No,
I'm
Sam.
like-
No, Sam.
what
That turtle's little noise.
No,
I mean-
Sam. No, you made it bad. I wasn't
You were
going
the one-
there. No, we weren't. I wasn't gonna go there, Sam. Spoilers.
we
weren't
I
going
hadn't
there.
thought of that, but I hadn't thought of that, but that would have been good. But I'm like, what happened? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, you and your friend there were out here last night, and you were gonna try and turn into like a dolphin or something to impress her, and you
Yeah.
guys saw me,
checks out.
and you were like, hey, check this out, I can talk to it.
Yeah.
And you came over and said hi. You don't remember
Yeah.
any of this?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, because then you shared some of your leaves with me,
Oh, yeah.
and
So
then
your pocket spice.
Yep.
and then we had
Also-
some awesome philosophical discussions about the universe and existence and
Yeah.
what we're
You're from space.
what
yeah.
we're here to do. That was when I realized that's how I was from space, was thanks to you.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys got really tired and were like, man, we don't have anywhere to sleep. I was like, you guys can sleep on my back. And that's why you guys were like, you're our hero, hey. And so
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, you can just paint it on me. And then you did.
Nice. Do you think you can give us a ride back?
Totally, dude. Hop on. Or, well, I think you're still on. He's
I
like,
mean, we're still, yeah.
and slowly but surely, he starts toddling towards the lake.
And then I start asking him, like, but what did you do before last night? Is that just where you live?
Oh, I live here.
Yeah.
You really don't remember anything from last night, do you?
I really don't, dog. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, I remember your name is Leaf and your friend is Portia.
Yeah. You have such a better memory.
So-
I'm glad you had fun.
My actual name is Coral Skimmer,
Coral skin.
but
Nice.
my gifted name by my owners, apparently I'm their pet. That's fun.
Do you want to be their pet?
Oh yeah, it's great. They give me free food. I got a cool like dog house that I fit in. It's got a bed. I don't have to worry about
Oh.
predators out here. It's great.
Nice.
It's a great gig. Sometimes I just poop on the lawn and they clean it up. It's the best.
I might need a pet turtle.
Yo, if you wanna come hang, I'm sure they wouldn't mind.
True.
Yeah.
Maybe someday.
But yeah, they call me Ronaldo is the name they call me. So I answer to both. It's cool.
I asked, can you think we can run this thing through the McDonald's drive-through on the way back?
You ask Portia?
Yeah, you hungry?
And she's kind of just like, are you translating it all for her, or are you just having the conversation with the turtle?
Oh, I
and
had not. No,
Yeah.
yeah. Mm-mm.
She's like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Are you okay?
Oh, I'm talking to the turtle.
Oh,
I was gonna have him run by McDonald's on the way back.
The
Did you want
equivalent of-
anything, or do you? I mean, we can stop somewhere else. if
she
you-
looks up at the sky. She's like, are they even still serving breakfast?
Shit.
Unlimited menu.
God damn it, Tony.
You bring real shit into this. I'm gonna bring real shit into this.
Yeah. We are riding a turtle, so we are pretty slow. I could make us go a little faster. Do you know where we are? I ask her. How far away are we?
She points. She's like, yeah, we're here at the north end of the lake, and we just follow it south, and we'll get into the main area town. This is more residential.
I think McDonald's there's McDonald's on every corner in these neck of the woods with these rich people out on the water. So, but
there's probably
no,
places
we just
there.
get breakfast. Get breakfast on the way back.
Oh yeah, egg McMuffins all around. All right, cool. So, breakfast is happening for the reprobates. Meanwhile,
Back at the range.
Back at the
The
range.
range.
God damn it, I was hoping. Okay, anyway. So, at the Stag and Pine, where Deline and Klesh and Karvis and Bane all awaken. Klesh,
Yes.
who wakes up first, you or Deline?
I'd say Klesh is an early riser in general.
Okay. So Klesh, when you wake up, you sort of put around and do whatever it is you do with your morning ablutions. But you notice someone earlier this morning or last night slipped a piece of paper under your door.
The tiniest frown creases their brow. Pick it up.
All right.
See if it's addressed to anyone specifically.
Yes. So, for those playing the home game, I am posting it in the Atarik's Crew Discord channel,
Oh.
and it reads thusly:
Playing the whole game.
Dear, crossed out, to Crew Lieutenant Klesh and Company.
Oh, that's
I'm
me.
very sorry to disappear like this. I'm fairly convinced if I had waited until the morning, my determination to do what I'm about to do might falter.
Oh no.
I've returned to the palace to ask for Viola's aid in revealing my heritage to the High Hierophant.
Oh.
They didn't capitalize High Hierophant, and so I'm gonna have to talk. God's gonna have to talk with Hazel about that. Stormhaft is not a country I can be proud of coming from in the state that it is. And I've seen the harm it's done over these years. I may not be the smartest man, but I know something needs to be done, and I know I am in the unique position to actually change things. I feel like I'm at the bottom of a very, very big mountain with a very, very long way to go. But I would really be a fool if I let this opportunity to improve the lives of others slip away. I was taught better than to duck my head and hide, and I know this is what my parents and the old man have always wanted for me, and I just want to do some good. Polly, crossed out, Crew Commander Polytheria, is accompanying me for moral support. Also, to make sure they aren't just going to kill me the moment I reveal myself. I'm certain with her aim and my wits, we will be able to handle whatever they throw at us. I do regret leaving right before we are able to finally take down General Lancelot Snaptendon. I promise if we are able to leave after the truth is revealed, Polly and myself will ride out to meet you. I pray that whatever circumstances that follow will still allow for us to join you in battle. We owe that to Leaf after everything he has done. I hope to see you all shortly. I will do my best not to be killed, and I ask you all to do the same. I'm fairly certain Polly is invincible, though, so I know no matter what, she will make her way back to you all. But if I do get myself killed, it's been an honor to fight and journey alongside you, Klesh, and Karvis, and Rip, and Leaf, and Jin, even though we just met, and Deline. It's been an honor as well, and respectfully, and especially Bane.
Aww.
Also, please take care of my horse Sebastian if I am killed. Thank you for everything. Sincerely, Crew Lieutenant Hazel Harryworth Nert Stormhaft
Harryweather.
crossed out.
Aww.
Oh.
That was the best note ever.
Yeah, it looks very well written. Like, I didn't realize it was very nice.
So after reading it, Klesh reads it a second time, and then sniffles a little bit, and then crawls back into Deline.
Into the lean.
They cuddle together. My
Yeah,
goodness.
you
calm
wish.
down.
I mean, I do too.
Yeah, all right.
Let me be more explicit for those in the audience
Yeah.
who have dirtier thoughts. Crawls back into Deline's embrace. Goodness.
No, there's
Getting worked up.
no chamber music. It's all dry run. Anyway. But yeah, she's like, we're sleeping in, are we?
I think for at least a little bit today.
We deserve it.
You get no more objections from Deline. Karvis. Bane is uncharacteristically sitting at the door waiting for you.
I wake up and I'm just like, ugh. Oh. Okay, yeah, we can go get some breakfast, bud. It's sure. Sorry, I mean, it's kind of a late night. But yeah. Let's go get some food and see where everyone else is. I'm going to go to the doors of people's rooms to see who's here. So I'm gonna knock on like Rip Jinturum's room.
No reply.
Hello? Okay. And then I knock on Leaf's room.
No reply.
Oh. I hope they're okay. And then I knock on like Polly and Hazel's room.
No reply.
Everyone's dead.
That's a bit weird. All right. And then I knock on Klesh and Delee's door.
You
Klesh
hear
will
a,
get up to the door.
Like, hello?
what? Yeah. So at just
Klesh
the
will
knock,
get up.
well, as you start to get up, Klesh, Deline will be like, I can tell them to go away.
I mean, if you want.
No, thank you.
Okay.
No, that's Karvis.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. That's
Shuffle. Klesh opens the door.
Klesh, we're to
It's
bed.
very flowy night linen.
For the fan service, Karvis, you can see Deline on the bed, propped up on a shoulder with the
On
sheet.
an elbow. Yeah.
Yeah, popped up on a shoulder, on an elbow with the sheet.
And then instantly.
Oh,
Leaf
there's
shows up.
Nathaniel. Yeah.
What's up?
No.
Have you seen anyone else? I knocked on everyone's doors and you're the only one who answered.
Bane is pointed at Polly and Hazel's room.
Oh, and looks around and picks up the paper and hands it to Karvis and goes, well, I think Polly and Hazel are going to be away for a little while.
Okay.
But the last we saw, everyone sort of went out.
Yeah, I mean, I thought they might have come. I came back. I thought everyone else would come back.
I mean, if you want, we can get up and look.
Bane, is that okay? Like, are we gonna go? Do you want to go look for everybody? Are you worried? Does Bane have any reaction?
No, when Klesh starts explaining what happened with Hazel and
Hazel and
them,
Polly.
he sort
Do you
of
let me read the letter,
sort
or
of-
do you read the letter to me?
I hand it to you.
Okay. And I just go like, "Oh, buddy, they're gonna be gone for a bit. Although, apparently we go talk to Viola. You know, that was a thing.
That was a situation.
Yeah, we had a really nice date, by the way.
We set a guy
Very
on
nice.
fire.
Oh, that's really nice.
We did set someone. We did set someone on fire.
I mean,
It was a great date.
that's a great thing.
So maybe we can inquire and see, you know, if she has any idea how long they're gonna be gone for. If we should, I guess we should just continue without them for a while.
I think
and-
that's what Hazel implied in the letter.
Okay. Well, we should still find Leaf and Jin and Rip and make sure they're not dead.
Okay, give me like 3 minutes to finish getting dressed.
Oh yeah. I'll be downstairs having some breakfast.
I feel like you
Okay.
hear the goblin weird screams of like Jin and Rip downstairs, and then you look outside, you see like someone miming, and it's like the twins trying to figure
Yeah.
out what's going on. and
Knocking
they've, like,
pans together,
Yeah.
like trying to
Exactly.
explain what they're
Well,
saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look out the window like, oh, never mind. There's Rip and Jin. They just leaves Leaf. Okay, well, I'm still gonna go
And I
get
hope
breakfast.
you see me just
I'm
riding
actually
up on
more
a
worried
turtle.
that we don't know where Leaf is.
Oh, do we see the turtle? The Leaf and the turtle and Portia?
I don't know
coming
how
through?
long it takes, no, but I hope so.
If
They're stuck in the drive-through. They picked the wrong line.
if Sam and Nathaniel would like to make Tony's life easier, this can absolutely happen for comedic effect.
Yeah. Yep.
As they look out the window. Actually,
I
so
roll by.
Carvis, while you and Klesh are chatting, Deline
Yeah.
does the use a sheet as a robe move to get up and then transfer to walk behind a
Dresser?
screen. The
A dressing screen.
Oh, one of like the Japanese.
There's
like,
a
the
word for
things.
it.
I don't know what those are called. Yeah, there is.
I know this word. It's like a boudoir. It's like a
Yeah,
A boudoir is just a whole room.
no, I know, but
yeah, but
you
it's like the
typically see them in
yeah, it's
one.
like a screen.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, but either way, you guys know the screen I'm talking about.
Yes.
And then she like puts on a flowy gown robe situation, and she sort of
Like
opens
my
the
husband
shutters.
died in its mysterious robe.
Yeah, a little bit. And
It's also known as a ping fang.
nice. And she opens the shutters, and she goes, "Oh, I found Leaf."
Oh,
Because yeah, the two of you hear the banging of pots and pans and shouting in Goblin, and see down the stairs down the hall. Here comes Rip and Jin, in quite the fanfare.
so are they actually speaking in Goblin,
One of
or
them
is
is,
it just like Goblin sound?
Only what?
Rip the Triton.
Mm-hmm.
is actually speaking in Goblin.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so then I know what you're saying.
Yes.
I feel like Jin is doing the equivalent of "Stop mimicking me."
That sounds about right.
He definitely made that joke for sure.
And yes, Deline is
Fucking trying back there,
like, I
giving
found
her-
Leaf, and Leaf found friends,
Oh,
or at least the most Leaf cab I've ever seen.
Leaf is really good at that.
As we hop off, I don't know what to give this guy.
well, I mean he's a pet, so a
Yeah,
pass.
but
I'm assuming you gave him like breakfast when you ordered breakfast. Like that was part of the
yeah, true,
fair.
true.
Oh yeah, McMuffin's all around. That's good.
got paid.
Yeah. No, I just have nothing extra to give him, and it makes me a little sad. I flick him one of my acorns, though. I say, it's magic.
He starts eating it. He's like, "It's gonna be magic, yeah."
Oh.
He's like, "Do you know
Uh.
turtles' intestines can run some odd miles long? Did you know that there are giant dragon turtles in the ocean that I'm related to distantly?"
Now, I would be interested in meeting them.
We are
If you,
omnivores, our
yeah.
kind as well as the dragon turtles. So if we see
Dragon
anything
turtles are
along,
omnivores?
we'll just snap it right
Yeah.
up.
And if you see them, I tell them to hit me up. Tell
Oh,
them
I'm
about
sure.
Elise.
Yes. Oh, you'll. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. I'll let them know. Is there a particular
Thank you.
place or something I should send them to?
Do I have a home? Here is good. I'll be around the castle, I feel. I know someone
You would
who
have.
maybe in
You would direct them
Power, so-
to the Atarik's crew headquarters in Gravisport.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, there it is. I'd give them my little business card, sure.
He's like, go ahead and tuck it in
On the
there
back of the-
next to my neck, just
Mhm.
up and to the left a little.
And
He's like-
my business card just has a leaf on it on the front, and then just the address on the back.
It is a leaf with your address on the front and
Oh,
something else written on the
yeah.
back.
Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
just
You just
Oh,
pick off a
No,
leaf
it's
and write
a-
on it.
Ooh,
And then
we need to talk about some magic. Some
Ronaldo
magic,
slash Coral Skimmer starts doing the lines from American Psycho.
Portia, you want to come with, or what are you doing today?
She's like, yeah, for now. You guys found your clothes nearby in a bush in a thicket. So you guys are able to collect that before hitting the drive-thru. Ronaldo explains that there was some designs to go skinny dipping before you guys passed out.
Fair. I mean, we just gotta see her naked, so.
And or showing off other creatures you can turn into. But yeah, after the awkward lines where he extols how excellent your business card is, he's like, I knew a dragon turtle once that ran up north that way. I knew him just when he was flipper high. And yeah, he would give himself indigestion quite often because of how voracious his appetite was.
Well,
Wow.
next time you go to the family reunion, open door. Okay.
Oh, I don't know if I don't think he could make it up. So you get the sense that Ronaldo is definitely the type who will just keep talking at you.
Yeah. I hope he gets a sense that I like dragon turtles.
Oh, he does.
Cool. And I say, Portia, I gotta go check in with the crew. So it's time to make like a tree, and let's leave.
And she
And I go inside the
she kind of pats you on the cheek. She's like, I did last night. Move it.
Ooh, girl.
Klesh loses a patch of hair and goes, "Why is this happening to me?"
well,
So the turtle starts to Coral Skimmer starts to toddle back off towards the lake, and Portia gives you a good game butt pat to get you moving into the tavern.
yeah.
They're not shy about PDA, and
I'm gone.
and yeah, as soon as you walk in, you see a tableau of Karvis and Bane, and Klesh and Deline. Deline looks stunning, of course. And there's a piece of paper being waved around. Apparently, Jinturum is multi-classing as a mime, and Rip has done excellent work with his Duolingo classes.
I look at Rip and I just say konnichiwa. I don't speak Goblin, but I pull up a chair, you know.
Karvis looks around and is like, "Oh, good, you're all not dead. I'm so relieved. Because then I was gonna have to find new people, and sometimes finding people to kill evil bad dudes is really hard, especially because we don't have Hazel and Polly for a while. That sucks."
I was going to go sleep in some guy's field, but then I ended up sleeping on a turtle. So.
Oh, that sounds hard.
It's easier than you think.
So you guys are sort of discussing this with Viola, with Portia there as well, right?
Well, if she came with us, then and she's still there, then yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so
I
Portia's
assume she
like,
just pulled a sheet.
sorry, Hazel and so the goofy boy and his girlfriend that doesn't know she's his girlfriend, they left?
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
well,
where are they? They were here last night.
They went to go talk to Viola, actually. So I thought we should go talk to Viola.
About what?
I look at
Who's Viola?
We
Who's Viola
know-
again?
So Viola's the half orc that went on a date with Karvis.
Oh,
She was
right.
the
Yeah.
She's
I thought
the-
she was coming back this
Portia's
morning.
also from the castle, right?
Yes.
Yeah, she's like
was the
her
one
high cap.
dressed
She's the captain, right?
yeah,
Like
she
the one
tried to
below
arrest
Viola?
us, and then we talked her out of it.
They're
Yeah.
in different departments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, Klesh is gonna kind of look at Portia for a second.
I just stare at Klesh like,
Do I think it's a good idea to let Portia in on the secret?
insight check.
Yeah, make an insight check.
Can I make one? Because I haven't read the thing yet, and I don't know where they are.
Leaf, with advantage, you can make an insight check.
That's a 13 first time. 13.
for me.
Should have rolled
Leaf,
it for real.
you're like, I don't remember anything about what happened last night. So, net result, maybe.
Slight echo too, by the way. I don't know. Is it me?
That one's you this time, hun.
Yeah, we don't hear it.
Oh.
Or
Trying
I
to
don't
call
hear it.
people out for their echoes.
Okay. Is that? I mean, I muted me for a second.
Nope.
Okay, cool.
I'm good.
I'll
I don't
just
hear it
try and
anymore.
ride the mute. But Klesh, she was there when the Hierophant was in the room, and there's like it. She doesn't seem like a dummy. If she hasn't figured it out yet, she'll figure it out shortly. And although there seems to be other motives for her being around, none of them seem super shady. Like you
Nefarious.
Thank you, nefarious. I was like the opposite of benevolent. Nefarious. Yeah. They there's obviously another agenda with her, but none of it is contrary to any of yours, and she wouldn't give up such a secret frivolously.
I'm assuming Klesh is sitting, so they're gonna lean back in their chair and cross one very long leg over the other and go, Hazel went to go announce his birthright.
What? What?
Got
and
it.
then I reach out. I'm like, can I see that? Is that with the paper?
Mhm.
And
You just hear a goblin go, what? And then a mind go,
And then Klesh looks at the goblin and very calmly in goblin explains.
do you give me the letter?
Portia puts her hand on your like chest shoulder there, Leaf, and she's like, 1 second. And she turns around and she's like, Whip! And one of the waitstaff, who was just bussing tables, doing
Ooh,
things,
I remember that name, I think.
he
Yeah.
comes over and he's like, what? And she's like, you need to get back to the castle. You need to talk to Viola right now. And he's like, oh? And she's like, it's happening.
Hold on.
It's happening.
Hold on.
And he's like,
Well,
you're
easy.
gonna
We
stay with
don't
them.
need to.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Do we? I don't know if we need to make a big deal about this.
Oh, you say
Or
that?
is that?
I mean,
If you
Yeah,
say that,
I do.
both Portia
Yeah.
and this guy, the waiter, both sort of do the like slow turn to look at you. And Portia's like, you don't worry, it's fine. Get back to the castle. And he's like, so you're gonna stay with them? And she's like, yeah. What does it look like I'm doing?
Wait. What do you mean stay? No. Like you, because we're not staying here. So why you? What does this mean? You're gonna stay with us? Like we don't have followers. we don't have people that think that are tasked to stay with it. Like we're allowed to go where we want to go. So what do you mean you're going to stay with us? Who says that we want you now to stay with us? Like I would like you to maybe now leave.
Portia kind of looks at the group and kind of looks back over at you, Leaf, and she's like, "Oh, honey, you're so cute. I can't stop you from leaving. But as very close friends to your friend who is working with Viola currently, we wanted to make sure nothing bad happened to you all."
Well, that's very kind of you, but we can handle ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was
like
apparent.
that is very nice. But like, if what is going to happen is going to happen, we're kind of like above your jurisdiction. So
I just sort of
like leans on one arm.
Like I start doing the double shig, like shovel dig, like you're making yourself a hole. Like I'm like, bro.
Portia kind of like points over at Karvis. She's like, "Remember last night when you started talking about the stone that detects magic items? It's like that right now."
Yeah. No, but welcome to You Get to Go with the Bow.
Okay.
I mean, that's how Leaf feels. Like I don't, because we can discuss this with after it happens with King, but I don't think you guys are gonna be able to get me like. Oh.
Well, I mean, Hazel made it clear that we're supposed to continue on with our journey, and if they're able to, they'll meet back up with us. So,
And Leaf finally opens the letter and reads it.
Portia is
What's the rest of
very,
it?
very kind of you to stay back with us, and I appreciate the gesture greatly.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
And Leaf reads, his ears like go from up because he's a little amped up to like slowly like full down, and then my tail starts like wrapping around my little leg as I start reading it.
It's okay.
But,
okay, well, I would still like to check on Viola before we leave town, please.
well, should we leave?
Well, I mean, okay, so it's gonna be harder to do things, but Hazel made it kind of clear, like we should go.
And I also think that like he poses a great threat outside of my own revenge. So there's like, do we go try to scout where he is, and then we can always send a message back. I'm like, they are mean, but they are trying to be protective here. So maybe they're not entirely awful, and they're going to go against Hazel.
I think it'll be okay if we go see your friend Karvis.
Okay, I just want to make sure everything is all right, before we head out. And Hazel was like, "It's cool. Like, head out without me. I'll catch up."
Did you want to stop and pick up something to bring as a token of your interest?
Oh, that's a good idea. What should I bring? I gave her what?
Portia says, "Tulips."
Tulips, thank you, tulips. And I look at Klesh. I was like, I gave her the drawing you made. She seemed to really like it. So that was
wonderful.
When that happened, when she says tulips,
Right here.
Leaf disappears, and I turn into a squirrel, and I'm gonna run outside and
Go squirrel it.
Well, I just run until I go find a handful of tulips. And,
What's faster, a squirrel or a leaf cat?
Whatever works.
Actually,
squirrel today.
I do wild shape out though and disappear. I turn to a squirrel and run away. If I am faster outside of that, getting back, then yeah, I just do whatever's faster. I don't know how far I have to go to find tulips.
Okay. All right.
How far do I? Do I get back in time?
Make me a survival check with advantage.
Oh, do I roll this for real?
For real, for real.
So Portia sort of like looks around and is like, is he upset?
No, he's just very helpful.
Okay.
He just does
18. 18.
He was proud of that one.
And has a lot of nervous energy.
Yeah, no, it can be when it can be channeled to good use, it's very good.
Leaf is wonderful.
It's exhausting though.
Moments. Oh, God. Damn it.
So yes, with an 18, you're able to come back with a lovely little bouquet of tulips.
I just
And
imagine
as I hand them
bulbs and
to
everything.
Karvis, I apologize to Portia for getting mad earlier.
And she's
And
like,
say thank you for
no, it's understandable. Things are moving very fast, and
there's some accusations happening in chat. Oof.
and she's like, I don't. So long as he's not a complete bumbling idiot, I think he'll be fine, and he'll be able to affect a lot of change after everything's said and done, or he'll be able to do a lot of what he wants. So if he wants to meet back up with you, that's probably going to be what's going to happen.
Okay. Thank you, Leaf. Okay, let's go, and then I guess let's go. Oh, I have to go by what's his place to give him some notes before we leave.
What's his places? Oh, where we had the ritual done.
Calden Whistlehail?
Yeah.
I have to go back and give him some. I hold like a stack of like a sheaf of like papers of notes. Okay. So actually, let's do that first.
Klesh is gonna turn back around to Rip and Jin and then Goblin again, be like, "How long are you gonna be like this?"
You get another, and then another mime, like big.
Okay, how did you get like this?
They look at each other and they just like turn around and pretend like they're making out. So they're both being mimes at this point. But then the one says in Goblin, he's like, I don't know, man. We hooked up with some chicks at this bar last night. I think they might have been into crystals.
Okay.
Gotta watch out with
They asked me like, if I knew what time I was born. So.
Do you know what time you're born?
dude.
Well, like I know where the sun was,
Yeah.
That's even stranger.
It's hard enough to know like just the day, but some of these hoes are like they want the time now.
Let's see here. Sam.
Klesh looks shooketh.
Sam, let's see here. I want to say at some point, let's go with Rip puts his hands in his pockets, pockets. Rip is going through his pouch to see if he's got some coin to pitch in for breakfast. No, that doesn't make sense. Earlier, putting your clothes back on, you notice that in one of your pouches there's like a wrapper, and it's
like a SoundCloud wrapper.
No, worse.
Sorry.
Actually, no, there are no things worse. It's actually a bag. It's actually like a to-go bag, and on it, it has the bread bowl place from the wharf.
Boudin's.
Kind of, yeah.
So I show Klesh and I say, "This is the only clue that I have I had a bread bowl and maybe the soup was spiked. I don't know.
Did you have any drinks?
I
All
had a
of them.
lot of drinks.
Well, I know Karvis had a drink and she set something on fire, so
Can't you do that anyway?
When
No.
Leaf sees him miming,
Like,
I
I
start
don't-
trying to play rock, paper, scissors with him because I'm like,
oh, I got this.
Just trying to
one.
keep him entertained.
Nathaniel, make me a straight int check, and I would also like Jinturum to make a straight int check.
Okay. I'll use D&D Beyond. I got a 14. Nope, train's going by.
That's a.
Oh,
What is it?
Oh!
That's a 20.
dang. Leaf, you win.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a half orc.
Rochambeau.
Oh. Bible. Anyway. Okay, well, oh, I wish Hazel was here to like just put a heal spell on you, but that's just how it's gonna have to be.
I look at Klesh and I'm like, what's happening? You've been saying weird stuff for like the last 5 minutes.
Oh, clicks back. Oh, I'm sorry. Rip. Yes. Rip somehow was stuck speaking Goblin,
Uh-huh.
and I speak that.
Okay.
So I've just been talking
Is
to
that
Rip.
what that is? Oh, that's what that is?
It's just like a
Okay.
series of grunting.
Yeah.
It sounds like
I
a
don't
toddler
speak that.
It's like
cussing.
partial tongue versus
Yeah.
with a little bit of grunt.
So
Yeah, Leaf just does.
Well, in my head, it
So-
sounds like a young child cursing.
Oh, that's fair too.
I was like, so they have to relearn common?
No, I don't think they have to relearn common. I think they just had something that maybe gave them like a time spell. So they might just be stuck like this for a day or so. I'm sure they'll
Karvis?
be fine.
Make an Arcana
Yeah.
check.
Okay.
Ooh.
Da-da.
Check the magic in me. I got the magic in me.
16.
This seems like a curse of some sort, a minor one.
Rip mentioned that he and Jin
Not you, Leaf.
had
I have no idea what it is.
Go
For
ahead and
the-
make
for
another
the
one,
dice.
Karvis.
they had
All right. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's a 15.
And
Ooh.
Jinturum has the silence spell cast on him.
Mm.
So I look at Klesh, like I like stare really, like she squints really hard at them, and then she takes something out of her pocket. She like sniffs it, but you have no idea what it is. And then she puts it back in her pocket, and then she like looks at them again. She's like, "Oh, they're cursed."
Oh, yeah. Rip mentioned that they and Jin had some casual relations
Uh huh.
with
And they
some-
just like start like humping the air as soon as she says that.
And then they high five.
Yep, absolutely. They high five.
They speak
and
in
then
that
had-
moment they spoke.
and a bread bowl at this establishment where they have soup.
That's what we're going to call
Okay.
it now.
So first, let's go see what's his face, because he might be able to remove the curse.
You and your bro had a bread bowl with those two chicks? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can't.
Good soup.
Question.
Adam Driver, sorry.
I can't use Dispel Magic to remove the curse, can I?
Oh yeah.
I can.
Yeah, Dispel Magic is a magic number. Let me just triple check.
Okay.
I think it at least would work against silence. I don't know about the goblin. I'd have to reread it, though.
Third spell, Lord's hands, first spell, yeah. It ends magical effects. So yeah, if you want to be like pew pew, you can see if it
Okay.
works.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and peep. And I go. I'll just hold on. I'm just gonna try something first. So I'm gonna start with Rip, and Karvis is going to get out her thingy. What's her thingy? Where's her thingy?
I didn't think she had a thingy. All right, we're learning things about.
Doomsayer just says to cast it. Don't ask permission.
No,
Oh, my
Doomsayer. Gotta have consent.
her bone.
Although he is right about it will work or it won't. So that's
Yeah. So I'm gonna take out her. She's got like this long femur bone
Yeah.
that's gilded, and so she's gonna take out her femur bone, and then she's just going to point it at Rip and cast Dispel Magic.
Oh no,
so that's
Doomsayer's cussing in chat.
Why?
No, there was a mistype.
Oh. I was like, okay. I was like, why is it casting?
Excuse me.
Karvis?
Gesundheit.
Oh boy, autocorrector. Well, I don't know what he's using. Stop using your guitar pedals to type.
It's like text to speech, and he's just like in the other room, like
Yelling.
yeah,
And he's actually a robot. No.
yeah, right.
So I cast it, and it's instantaneous. Just make an ability check using your spell casting ability.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So roll a 20.
Yeah, you roll 20, and then you
Uh-huh.
add your ability modifier. And do you also add?
Which ability?
It should be on the top of, if you go on the spells tab in D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
Notice at the top, I think, is where it'll say like your spell modifier, like plus whatever.
Oh, it's just your charisma mod. Okay.
Oh, it's just my charisma mod.
Yeah,
Wait,
which
I think it was
feels
plus 2.
annoying.
Like mine says plus 5 because I don't know.
Oh, let me see here.
Yeah, if you click on spells, it should say it like at the top.
Are you
of the little
fucking
spells thing.
crazy?
What just happened?
Okay.
She rolled a 1.
She rolled a nat 1.
Oh.
Okay. So for everyone's edification, Nathaniel's talking about the spell attack, which is his spell casting ability plus his proficiency modifier.
Oh, I see that.
Right. So either way, it's either a 4 or a 7 for you, Karvis, with a nat 1. But if the effect is 3rd level or lower, it works either way. And in this case, the curse to only have Rip Turum speak Goblin with the exception of proper nouns and the word poodle is not a major curse, so it dissolves and Rip Turum is able to speak the languages they were able to speak as before.
Okay.
Did Rip ever find out that possum
just goes,
was the one
"Butts."
word they could say?
Probably. I don't know. That's a good question. Did you ever figure out you could
When in D&D would I not be able to say poodle?
say? So when the spell is cast, it works, but at the same time, Karvis accidentally toots, but then tries to cover it up with a cough.
But it's like separate.
Everyone knows you just farted.
Yeah. Basically. She's just like, fuck.
Oh no, you know it'd be fun.
It's just a cloud of glitter.
Yeah, but then when you cough, you like taste it a little because
It still smells, no. It still smells like orange blossom. So amazingly enough, it just smells more like orange blossoms.
yeah, but for you, it's like cloying, like when someone has like
Yeah.
an oil air freshener that's too close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although you did, I was gonna say you had the firebender last night. Is a little smoke. coming from it?
So I look at Rip. I'm all like, did it work? Say something
Oh, he said butts.
again.
Boobs.
But
Boobs and butts.
can you say something else?
I mean, I could, but why don't I just say boobs and butts over and over again? That's more fun.
Okay, that's fine. That works.
Jinturin holds up his hand for you.
Oh, to me? Or to
I think he wants. I think he says it's his turn.
He's trying
Oh
to
yeah,
high-five
he's
you.
like,
Because
Oh,
you said
so I
boobs and
got
butts.
beer,
Yeah, it's
Karvis.
great.
Oh, got
No.
it. Yeah, high five him. I didn't know if you were saying me or JC. Sorry.
I know.
No,
So-
he knew. You knew instinctively that he was high fiving your choice of first words.
Oh hell yeah.
So I'm glad that worked.
Now do my brother since it worked.
Okay,
Come on, you got this,
but
man.
we
You
have.
got it.
I just was like, I do. We have to stay out of really, really big trouble until
We need to
tomorrow.
take a nap. We need to take a nap. We'll be fine.
Until tomorrow,
okay.
Karvis, you only need a nap.
Yeah, you just need a quick rest.
Okay, one more time then, and I get the femur back out, and I just sort of point it at Jin, and we do it one more time, and there we go.
All right, so
And-
roll again.
That's gross. Look at all that stuff I can't do. Anyways, get a real D20. Fuck this shit.
Wait, what did you roll?
Dispel Magic.
No, sorry, I did not see the roll this time. Oh, you're
Yeah,
getting
no,
a real
she's
die
doing
this
a heart,
time.
an actual
Rolling a
dice.
real die.
All right, okay, all right.
So do I add my modifier or my spell attack?
Well, let's just start with the modifier.
Okay, in that case, it's a 12.
Okay. Because it says using your spellcasting ability, not your spellcasting, like... I don't know. We'll double check that later, but it was total 12?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Jin, the half-orc, starts mouthing words, and no noise comes out.
Oh, sorry.
Is
Okay.
he
Well,
faking it? Okay,
Yeah,
wait. So, Rip punches him in the stomach to see if he lets out a groan.
No, silent. And
Oh,
he punches you back.
Jesus Christ, phone.
I just got the evasion talent or reaction because I leveled up.
Okay, well, I need you to make an attack roll on yourself.
Okay, fine. You think I won't do that, Tony? Watch me.
Oh no, I know you will, and that's why I'm making you do it.
Natural one.
All right, now I need Jin to make a dexterity saving throw.
$14.
Okay. He swings to get Rip, and Rip just sort of sits there and is like, let's go. And the swing comes down and nearly hits himself in the dong and just punches straight into the chair.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh,
when
yeah.
when his fist impacts, everyone hears the thud, and then his face goes,
You know what would be even funnier though? If the thud didn't make a noise because everything he does is silenced. So he makes no footstep noises or anything.
someone in the corner starts playing the piano and it's ragtime.
That's exactly what I'm looking for. You're dressed specifically for ragtime right now too, Tony.
So I look at Rip and I was like, I can't do that again until later. So we gotta go see the dude and see if he can help your brother.
God damn it. Alright. Let's go see the dude.
What's the dude's name again?
Hardwick
What's
or
the
something.
dude-
Hold on.
Who's the guy that played the dude?
It's Chris Hardwick. Let's see. Calden Whistlehail. There we go.
Yeah,
Calvin Whistlehill. We gotta go see Calvin Whistlehill again.
it's like Cauldron, but not.
Okay. So I'm like, okay, first we're gonna go see Calvin. And I'm gonna give him papers, and we'll see if he can get rid of Jin's problem, and then we're gonna go see Viola. Okay? Okay.
So yeah, JC.
Okay.
Okay?
JC, Warlocks, you regain all expended packed magic spell slots when you finish a short or long rest.
Cool. Thank you.
So if you guys
So
say
whenever
you
we-
go,
Short.
for example, to McDonald's or the Wharf, and you hang out, and you have a bread bowl, and chit chat for a little too long, where people are bussing tables around you, being like, "Why are you still fucking here?" That'd count as a short rest.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're gonna go see Calvin first to see if he can help,
Tight.
and then we'll figure it out. Okay.
All right. You guys. So Portia tags along. As you guys make your way over to Calden's neck of the woods. Fuck you, I'm a seagull. And Deline leads the way back around into that alley and sort of gives a rat-tat-tat-tat on the door. And I don't remember if there was some elaborate little situation. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, New England Clam Chowder. There we go.
I
And-
love clam chowder.
But do you remember the
I
scene
love
I'm
Pet
talking
Detective.
about?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Jim Carrey's like one of my favorite actors in
Great.
the entire world.
There we go. And he opens the door and he goes, huh! And he slams the door closed.
Oh. I look at Klesh and Deline like, what just happened?
Deline's like, knock, 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 knock. And you hear, no!
But I have papers.
Jin also mimes slamming a door in someone's face.
Yeah.
But I have papers.
Deline, like, leans on the door jamb and she's like, Calden, honey. And he's like, ah. She's like, what?
Papers.
I start casing the building for an open window.
All right, all right, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Here we go.
When you start yelling paper, Karvis, Deline just
Yeah.
holds up the
20.
finger. One. Thank you, Leaf. Thank you. You find a sewer grate.
What? I said 20.
Oh,
20,
man, that's
20.
less funny. Okay.
15 plus 5. Sorry.
All right, well, we'll get there in a second. You do see an open window up on a second story. But Karvis, when you start shouting papers, Deline holds up like a hand, like, she's like, Calden, darling, why would you slam a door in my face? And he's like, you've got one of those things with you? I don't like it. No. And she's like,
got some splaining to do.
she's like, this is
Look
very...
around at like all of us.
She's like,
Like, who do we have that's new?
what? She's like, Calden, honey,
We're all things.
what thing are you referring to? And then Portia goes, oh, is he afraid of clowns?
Are you a
What?
snitch? Is that what he's saying? I look at Portia.
They just get stitches.
And she's like, I mean, does it count if you're a cop? Like, how does that
mean-
factor
Hey.
into the equation?
None of us are cops, all right? We're pirates.
She's like,
Man,
I'm literally captain of the guard.
We're also part of the military. I mean, we're kind of...
Yeah, you guys are
secret
cops now
military
too.
dog.
I heard there was the guard change up in Gravisport. So, what is that? We're just different jurisdictions.
Now we're, I
No.
guess,
Clowns.
we're at the
Mimes.
FSB.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I was like, clowns. I look.
Yeah.
Who's a
Uh,
look around-
Jin can't talk. He's a mime.
yeah, but Jin
Is that-
still has the like white makeup on with the little mole and the thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I do? Oh, I didn't realize.
You didn't tell me you cleaned up. You
Why
just
didn't anyone tell me I had something on my face? God.
No one told me you
I
had
haven't been
something on your
looking
face.
at a mirror all day. I haven't seen a mirror. God, you guys, come
Jin,
on.
Jin, you
My brother
can't
can't
speak.
tell me.
Jin, you still have a silence
we
spell on
couldn't
you.
Oh, sorry.
The
I got
mime
myself
boy
confused.
is dressed and has face paint. It's a 6-foot half orc with the white face paint and the black like detailing with the white striped top. It's exquisite.
Perfect. Oh, that's right. So he just mimed all of that out to you guys, just really upset, like, just upset.
I just look. I was like, I thought he was going for a look. I don't know. I don't know what he's into.
I mean, you're brand new, Jin. We didn't know what you were like before you had this body. We thought you were just getting comfortable again.
I imagine Rip Term
He
is just
mimes.
laughing.
He picks up a rock and shows you a rock to signify I was in a rock.
Rip, I imagine you're just laughing uncontrollably, trying not to pee.
Yes, absolutely. Sorry, I'm making tea, you guys. My throat's a
No,
little
do it.
itchy.
Make the tea, please.
Um,
Give me some.
so I just like look at. I was like, I don't have prestidigitation. I can't just fix him. I look at Bane and I just go, Bane, go lick his face.
Klesh just offers him a water skin and a towel. Because some of us don't rely on magic to cure all our problems.
That's why I have. That's why I have.
I mean, some of us. Yeah, some of us have magic.
You
That's why I
know
have
what?
Bane. Bane cleans things very well. Thank you very much.
He does. You know what? Sam, let me know when you've got a second to make a roll, because I wanna make this a little more fun.
Okay, I will be over there in just a second. I'm just looking for honey. Got the honey. Get it to the bottom of the bottle now. Okay.
Oh, rough.
Nope.
Do you have the little bear,
More-
do you have the
bottom
little
of the
bear
bottle.
honey?
Yes, I do have the little bear honey.
So while they're having this conversation, actually, we can
I don't know if you can hear my honey pooping right now.
No, we're not getting the great ASMR.
You're
Damn it.
struggling to make your honey poop.
Speaking of honey poop, Leaf, what do you do with this information that there's a window open? Or are you just gonna wait?
I just like knowing it's there.
Okay, cool, good. It's very comforting to know. Okay, Samantha,
Yeah.
I would like you to roll me a 100. Roll me a D10 and D double aught, and let me know what you get.
Wow, you just straight up used her whole government name.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I went straight to the meeting to make sure I was calling her by the correct name.
You know what's funny too is it was something that I was looking at for work today. I think it was with like our with Octa or whatever. It said Sam, and I was like, everyone at this company knows I'm the Sam at this company because we just hired a male one. And I said in chat, I was like, I have a rival.
Yes, you do.
He's emerged. Oh shit.
Oh,
Last
JC,
one.
remember
Do I count it?
how we were gonna put aside cash every time that thing happened we were joking about?
Yeah, how much cash has to go in today?
None yet, but someone else on our team has the exact initials of their title.
Ah, we'll go over that later.
Yeah, remind me afterwards, and it's good.
Okay.
What'd you get there, Sam? Was it
I don't know. I
floor roll?
lost one. Yeah, I lost one, and I'm trying to get my dog to move. Billy, move, please.
Floor? No, he doesn't need to move. It's fine.
Billy
there it is.
ate one of my acorns, and he is now an immovable object.
Okay. The percentile one is the big number, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
The-
48.
All right. 48. Okay. So if you'd gotten 70 or higher, it would have been magical
Face paint.
paint and shirt. Like, it would have required, but no. So between Bane's tongue and water and a rag, you're able to cleanse the face, and he can change the shirt if he wishes. Yes, that would have been 48. And so now he just looks like normal Jin with the inability to speak. And so as soon as the transformation is, the moment it's complete, Deline knocks and goes, Kaladin, honey,
It's a Sailor
safe.
Moon transformation. I just need you all to know that. It's a Sailor Moon transformation.
But Jin does it in interpretive dance style.
Absolutely.
It's amazing. Was it Ore Magical Girl? Ore? Is it the one where it's the guy who's a magical girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only one Ore, though.
I didn't remember where it was in the name, but yeah. So it's like that, yeah. Sort of just a really buff, ooh, it's great.
Yeah.
And so, is Jin in a solid grade unitard? He will be now. So yeah, she's like, Calden, honey, it's safe. And he's like, you sure? There's no face paint, no makeup.
No, it's all gone.
You hear you see like a little crack, and there's like a little piece of metal that creeps out like he's looking at a Medusa from around the corner of a cave. And you see it.
A Gorgon?
You see the
Terrifying.
eyes, yeah. And he's like, I can't. No, I can't. Okay. You, please don't do that in here. This is my safe space.
That's fair.
You
Okay.
snowflake.
Okay.
I would have never brought him like that had I known.
It's embarrassing, like when the carnival comes to town, I can't leave. It's just, they wander the streets. I've seen it. They roam in packs and they attack you and they put your wig and the nose and the thing and the mugger clowns. Blah. I
That
said the
sounds
word.
terrible.
Yeah.
I look at Jin and I was like, is that what happened to you? Were you attacked by mugger clowns?
And sometimes it's worse. Sometimes it's in black and white and it's in French.
And everyone's
And
really
they have
sad.
bubbler hats.
Tiny Hitler mustaches.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Jonas.
And monocles.
I look at Calden and I was like, well, he was definitely cursed and now is mute. Can you fix him? Also, I have papers for you.
Oh yes, please. No, I really wanted those, but like that was happening, and no. Okay, so yes, please, thank you, absolutely, and yeah. Let me see here. Oh yeah. Okay. 1 second.
I just sort of looked at him and was like, is there anything we should know about the bread soup place?
Sorry, what was that?
The bread soup place. Is there something we should know about them? Like, should we not eat there?
No.
Okay.
Have you heard any weird rumors come out of there?
Doomsayer, hit me
Yeah,
up
'cause,
after-
like, I'm
hit me
not
up
from
later,
here,
and I will
and-
give you the actual Mugger Clowns video. Shout out to Jubbles. Anyway.
Because like I'm not from here, and I hear the sourdough's different out here, and
Yeah, it's real sourdough. It's better.
Yeah, but like, should I not go there? Because like I have been by, and it looked cool, and I was like, I should eat that, but now you guys shit on it, and I'm like, maybe I shouldn't want to eat that.
No, you should eat that.
It's
Oh.
it's like having like Chicago style or like a Philly cheesesteak. It's gonna be best in the place it's from, But like it doesn't mean it's gonna be bad in other places. It's just not gonna be as good as the OG. So live it, experience it, see what you like.
And that's not to say that the OG is the best. It's just the OG way of making it that way.
Cause
Chicago
the starter,
style, San
and how
Francisco
it's handled.
sourdough. Exactly.
Yeah. So anyway, so he's like, yeah, no, the bread bowl place is fine. Hi, Bella. He's like, I don't know why. I mean, this. I don't know why this would have happened. So that. But yeah, I could probably
They
take
had some casual relations with ladies at the bar.
nice.
That might have done something.
Were they
I've done weirder for.
were they painted ladies?
Jin?
I
or
mean, I
Rip?
think you'll have to make them talk to know. Or was the mime not the one? I get confused.
They were both cursed by something.
Painted. They were both painted though. Which one was painted?
No.
You're
We're wanting
muted,
off the
Sam.
ladies
I'm muted,
were
sorry.
painted.
But one of us is
Yeah.
fixed now. So, so the
Yeah, but
half
which
orc is
one?
the one
Was
that's
the-
still the half orc is still cursed.
Yeah, so he can't tell us because he was the one that
Jin,
was
yeah.
painted.
But I mean, Rip was
Some,
still
like-
there.
But do you
I
remember why
them
you
being
were painted?
Make me an insight check. Either of you, either Rip or Jin. Actually,
And they
anyone.
both do it.
I didn't see their ladies.
They got a 5 and a 6
They're like they weren't.
with insight. You said insight?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. The 6 turns into a 12 actually because that one has +6.
You're like, no, they weren't prostitutes. We didn't pay them for anything. Like, you know, sex work is real work. You know, that's valid.
Sex work
but,
is
like,
real
wasn't-
work.
No, yeah, but that wasn't. No, this was not a
No, were they
business
wearing
transaction.
a
But
lot of makeup.
just as who has the 6? Is that Jin or Rip?
That was Rip.
Rip? Yeah, okay. It would have been funnier if it was Jin because he can't talk. But Rip
I
is-
know, right?
But actually, no. Rip is like, no. Actually, Rip does say all that, and then just as he gets to the end, he goes, "Oh, you mean with the? Oh, no, no, no." and you think back to the apartment, and if there were any like rainbow-colored wigs or like extra large red
Pictures of
shoes,
clowns.
nothing. No. So
Thank God. I'm gonna have nightmares about clowns tonight, you guys.
sorry. You're welcome.
Same.
This is
Okay,
not a
I-
Spelljammer crossover. Just normal scary clowns, not from outer space.
I just
Thank
wanted to make sure. Okay, thank you. Well, here's your papers, and if you could make him speak again, that'd be great.
Yeah, I could probably do that. Payment though, you know, don't do pro bono work. You know,
What you think? How much
We just
is
gave
gonna
you
run
something
up?
you
I start
wanted.
running my
this
my,
was a pre-existing
finger through the-
protocol. This was a pre-existing agreement. What are you
Because
doing?
he had the whatchamacallit in the doorway, right? The bead doorway thing. Or am I
Jinturm is
misremembering?
doing the whole like, come on, we're friends. Come on. Come on. But like he's miming it. Like, come on.
What are you trying to reference, Nathaniel? Are you talking about a
No,
beaded
I-
curtain?
Yeah, I remember there being a. Was there a beaded curtain in this place? No.
No, the room is back to how it originally was, which is more of like a sort of like a sitting room, living room sort of situation.
Oh, I just asked how much it's going to cost them.
Let's see here. He's like, well, okay, so. He's like, well, okay, Dispels Magic starts at the 3rd level, or at 3rd circle, so it's going to be at least that much, and then, let's see here. Let me double check what it would run.
Is it in your butthole?
Skeet up, about up.
He's probably going to inflate it because inflation.
I have not seen your spell, but is it in your well? And by well, I mean butthole. D152. So he says, let's see here. think we may have confused someone in the chat, and it's delightful. Okay. Right. Right. He's like, okay, so if we can call it just 200 even, and I can cast it, you know, if the ley lines are
200,
right
sorry.
and the energies are good, it should
200.
200 gold,
200 gold.
20 plat.
I feel like we should just use one more of your spell slots and then I'll just go take a collective nap, right?
Yeah, like I'll pay for your room.
I mean, we have to go. We have to take it out. I have to take it out first before I could do it again.
Oh.
What level spell slot is it for you?
A 3.
She doesn't
Do you have 4th level spell slots?
work like that. She gets 2 slots she can cast whatever spell out of, and
But
that's it.
you can just take a nap.
Ah.
right
And then
after,
short
right?
rest, and then get them back, which is part of the trade-off
Yeah.
of being a warlock. She also has a bunch of other random shit that's magic that doesn't
Hey,
count
man.
for the slots.
Do you have any
I
like jobs we
would-
could do for you instead?
No. I would, let's just, because even you guys going and catching up with Viola and having a coffee and sitting down, and you guys can go like catch up, and that is considered a short rest. And then spell taken care of, and then we don't have to spend 200 gold. And we also go see Viola, which is what we're doing after this. But you didn't
Can I
just deliver the
ask you a
papers.
question?
If it would have been
Cosmo?
like 10 gold, I would have
About
paid
doing
them.
odd jobs and stuff to sort of.
No.
Oh,
no.
sorry. Can you ask a question? Go ahead.
Yeah. Do you know what's wrong with Rip just by looking at him? I'm sorry, Jin?
Oh, he has a silent spell cast on him. We got that figured out.
Yeah. Yeah.
He goes, that helps. That's great. Thank you. And
Do you know how long it'll last?
That's what I'm getting at.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Lisa. Come on, get to the point.
I was just trying to roleplay. Sam.
Sorry. I had this tea, and it's
I'm
not
glad
supposed to
you
be
figured it
caffeinated
out
tea.
too, Sam. Because it took me a second. I was like, I hadn't thought of the
He
spell
sorta-
running out.
he sort of looks at him for a bit, and he like kind of looks him up and down, and he's like, so yeah, the silent spell, and it's definitely had like, it has a permanency effect on it, so it's indefinite, and it looks like there's some sort of, it's funny, it's not a curse. It was almost like it happened by choice.
By choice.
So a curse, typically someone puts it on you because you don't want it. This one, apparently it was like a pact that was made where they agreed to it. So the colors are different, but the shape of the waveform is the same. If that does anything for you, I don't know. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure what happened. If you want, I can run a detect magic on it. That's just like a 10 gold. Sort of-
When he says detect magic, I look directly at Portia. And I go, the rock?
And she goes, "What
See
about
how
the rock?"
useful it is?
She goes, "What about the rock?"
I mean, the rock would just say there's magic here, not what the magic is.
Would it, or would it tell?
The magic detecting
No, what
rock.
I'm saying is don't pay him 10 gold because like she's got a rock that'll do it for
well,
free.
I don't carry the rock on me at all
That I
times. And
Yeah, I know.
also-
I said I still would like the rock.
Okay.
But
sure.
I was just saying I don't want to pay this guy 10 gold because you have
No,
a
we-
rock that does it
we-
for free.
But I don't think the rock will tell us what the magic
Only
is.
if you're
just
making
like
No,
there's
I don't
magic.
either.
You're trying to
It
replace a
won't.
professional with a mechanical tool. Rude.
No, I'm trying to replace it with a tool that I can put in my bag and have it for forever.
I just give Calden the 10 gold in the middle of this. I was like, here, please.
So in between the
People
argument,
get shield necklaces all the time.
he looks over at you, Karvis. He's like, and I was going to say that we can put the 10 gold towards any further services. It's like a deposit. So like if you need anything else, you get that
Yeah,
little bit of a
here.
discount. Cause,
Okay,
yeah,
That's
10
so
gold.
kind.
And then he pulls out his focus from the other night, and he like sort of does a little sigil look at he looks at Jin, and he sort of gets like a full body shiver, and he's like, sorry, I was still seeing you from outside. Okay, no. And
Sorry.
and he was like okay, and he looks a little closer. He's like, yes, apparently you entered into a deal of some sort with a fey creature and have gained their ability, have sort of granted them the ability of your speech while taking on the inability to speak and to mime.
I got by a fae. Or my
So-
brother got by a fae.
I guess.
So if we find this girl and they have relations again, they can switch back?
Is that
I don't know if that was
Or
part of the
Karvis
deal,
takes,
but yeah. If that's how you reverse, if that's how you break the contract, I guess yes, you would need to find whatever fey it was and figure out what the
Okay.
contract entailed.
So
Yeah.
we spent all our money for him.
my point?
So is there something we can do for work so that we could fix him?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, you can take a nap.
I can take a nap, but I'd like to look at all my options, Leaf.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? Yeah, I can give you this 10 gold back, and then you can use it to do a little shopping for me, because I've got a couple other projects I'm behind on, and you know, I might have to pull an all-nighter, but if I can not do the shopping for it, you can do a little task rabbiting for me, and yeah, we can consider
That will be an equivalent exchange.
Well, no. Then the detect magic will be free because you're doing the task for me for some of these materials. If you want to do something bigger, I could probably come up with some. I'm an independent contractor, so I don't really do a lot of like.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go. My flowers are wilting. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go do a thing, and I might go do another thing. You think about what's worth 200 gold worth of something, and I'll come back later. Okay?
Sounds great.
Okay.
As we
How
go to
can it be
leave,
someone-
I druid craft the wilting flowers back to perfect.
Oh, thank you, Leaf.
Valdron, if you need someone to go to the market for you, I can do that.
He's like, oh man, that'd be great.
I mean, that's what I used to do when they pulled me out of the Underdark.
Yeah, but now you're captain, dog. We got important stuff to
I'm a
do.
crew
I have
commander.
a
not
question.
captain.
How many times can Karvis nap a day and regain their spells? Just once?
Unlimited.
Karvis
Well,
doesn't need to
it's-
nap a day. Karvis just needs like a good nap, like a couple hours. It's a short rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just an hour. So, and they can do that and as many times a day as they want to gain their spells back, right?
Yeah, it's pretty broken. That's why they only get two.
Yeah.
JC, just take a
Yeah.
nap, use them. If it doesn't work, take another nap and get them back.
I just want to keep my options open because at the very
Yeah.
minimum, if it doesn't work, if for whatever reason, if it's still not working, then
Don't you have inspiration?
I do have inspiration.
Oh.
We can use it. I'll use it the next time. Let's see what happens.
Oh, a
But
short
I
rest
just
is a
like
period of
my-
downtime at least 1 hour.
Yeah.
Because if we end up doing a favor for him, but we don't cash it in on this, then we have a favor in the bank.
Yeah.
So I want to keep my options open.
I do
I
like a
like it.
favor in the bank.
Yeah. So with Karvis,
No,
it's
and you still got to figure out how to get home, so I don't hate it. Like,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's necessary right now.
I mean, right now, yeah, he's only got like a few pages worth of.
It just
story.
varies per price. Like it's like 20x what I have almost.
Okay.
You know, he wants half of the gold I got for what she can do for free with raw.
All right.
I
So
also
we're,
keep saying that even though we've been on the road for months, we should be making like a salary. We haven't received any of this money. Just saying.
Well, we have to go home to
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
There has to be some sort of like outpost that they
Yeah.
like check. Like, oh, you have.
would think that, wouldn't you? But
I don't
we
think
got mean DMs
They
around
send
here,
money
don't
like
we?
that, bro. The
Yeah,
system
Wells
is kinda
Fargo
rigged.
hadn't made banks yet. So
I mean, I feel like if we can voice message with the old man back
I
at
mean,
base.
he makes us like move his money around and stuff. But
Didn't I
like,
give you?
why doesn't somebody do that for us?
Didn't I
We
give
have
you...
not received gold.
No, but didn't I give you amounts at some point?
No, I have not received any.
You like back when Yev was playing with us, you gave us a quick like, oh, you make this much money and you get this much money for doing this, and then it gets
I've been
divided.
scraping
between-
by. You gave us
Yeah,
like a
like,
bonus
But that was
once,
back when we
and you
had like
gave us
Rayldur
some...
with us.
Right.
Stipend, roughly 60 gold per month each on a scale based on rank. Lifestyle expenses, though, around 30 plus per month. Right.
Yeah.
We can
Okay,
figure
yeah, and
that
then
out.
there were shares. Okay, I'll drop this. I'll read through this and drop it.
Okay, that's fine.
Let me.
You know, we do all this work for the man. Let him get a lick of gold.
No, yeah. That's
Fine, it's fine.
that's a,
For a while, he said we had to go pick out our
so
money up.
open
so
your
we just
spreadsheets,
leave
and we're
it
gonna
out
check
and
the
everything.
ledger 8376.
Yep.
Oh my god. That's right now.
This is the fun part of D&D,
So
guys.
we're gonna make sure we've got the right formula entered into cell number 3A, and then we got there. Okay, so I put it up in a note for afterwards, and we'll do math afterwards, and
Okay.
it'll be boring and it'll be great. Okay,
That's fine.
because I
Okay.
keep making you spend money, so yeah, that makes sense.
I'm like, yeah, Klesh used to be balling, and now I have like 4 gold.
Well, you've been on the road.
Like,
Yeah, but But game-wise,
But we never get any in return.
it would make sense that you might be able to access a bursar or a lender of some sort who is connected to a network because it is difficult to carry around several tens of coins in a magical land where this sort of thing
As
makes
the
sense.
temporary leader of this group, guys, I just want to make sure we're taken care of. Just saying.
Thanks, Dad. Leaf in the bag goes, workers' rights. Workers' rights.
That's for my
trying to
union.
Don't need to
I
seize no
advocate
means of
for my
production.
crew.
Just seize the DM's hackles. Okay.
Okay, so we make our way over to Viola, or where Viola's workstation would be.
So you guys head back to the castle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. This would probably be like lunch, mid-afternoon. So you guys are
Yeah,
what?
Sorry. No, go ahead.
Y'all are wending your way through the streets of Stormhaft once more. Portia's like, we should make a left, we should make a right. Don't take the main path here, it's all blocked up. Carts for a mile. No, right? Really handy, actually, weaving and wending through with someone who knows the town. As you guys turn a corner to go down an alleyway, she's like, yeah, and then we'll make a right, and what? And you guys notice that the end of this alley is completely blocked off with like a cart and a bunch of, with like two carts, and one of them's turned over, and she's like, what the fuck is this?
Karvis just sort of shrugs, like, oh.
And
Billy.
oh, Billy?
There's a Billy.
Oh yeah.
He's scooting around behind.
Billy boy be snooting?
No, your baby.
It won't focus on him because I got the blur on.
Yeah.
What about you? Want to sit on my lap? Come here.
Yes, mom.
Yeah.
Yes, mom.
Come
Has
here.
he ever been like no?
Well, sometimes he's just stubborn about getting up here. Come on. Come on. I know. Come on. It's a treat. Come get it. Sometimes he's just straight up stubborn.
He's
Come
like,
here.
no, you must pick me up, mom.
For real.
You must lean down, bust your back, pick me up.
Come get it. Come on. Come on, Bubba. Come on. Come on. Come on. He's like jumping in place.
Oh, the baby.
You're not going to get this until you come up here. Watch, and I'm going to ignore him, and he's going to want to come up here now. Give it a couple seconds.
He's all like, oh, just pick me up, though. See, which I have not heard any cries from Sasha this evening. I'm surprised.
She fucked off real early. She was in here when I first like started setting things up, and then she noticed me setting things up, and she's like, "Fuck this."
Good job.
Oh, good job, boy.
Boy.
Oh,
Good
damn.
So
boy. That
Okay,
thick little man.
14, 16,
Okay.
and
Big
his little
little man.
mustache.
14, 15. Ooh, okay. Yeah, well, still didn't help. All right, great. No, that's cool. All right, great.
Figure it out, Tony.
Okay.
Math.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Math,
I don't know what he's mathing. I was all like, you put a blockade in front of us to go see Viola. So I was like, what are you mathing? I have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
How many cabbages?
There must be a lot of cabbages,
Yeah, that'd
So
have been
many.
nice.
but none of them are mine. That's okay.
Are you? Is your people a cabbage type people?
I was just saying that like Klesh
Green?
has like shark teeth, Like,
yeah.
their teeth are all pointed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Klesh doesn't seem like they came from a people of herbivores.
Well, like, is Klesh the cabbage people?
I mean, as far as Klesh knows, they were just found one day as an already, like, person. So, there's no recollection of any sort of, like, I was born, where was I born, did I have parents, did I have siblings, nothing.
Klesh just came into consciousness as a fully formed human being.
Yeah, basically. According to Klesh, that's how it happened. And they only count the years that they've been above ground as, like, years to them.
I love the idea of, like, randomly in the forest, there's, like, these little tufts sticking out, and every once in a while they just sort of pop out, and there's a person.
If anyone wants to actually out of character know where a Klesh comes from, go check out Acquisitions Incorporated or just at me somewhere. I will let you know.
Yeah, no, Lisa knows where Kleshes come from.
Right.
That's
But Klesh does not know where Kleshes
Or
come
ask
from.
Lisa where a Klesh comes from. It's delightful. I love it. It's great.
It makes me happy.
Okay,
You
so
figured it out.
as
Yes.
you consider the cabbages,
Cabbages.
out from the sides of random detritus and other boxes in this alleyway, Jinturum, you are stabbed in the kidneys for
Oh my God.
26 damage.
26?
Yes.
Who the fuck is backstabbing you?
Ripturum, you are stabbed in the opposing kidney from the opposite side for 21 damage.
Oh my God.
No.
As two black-clad, well, actually not. They're in more gray-toned, sort of urban camouflage with masks over their faces.
Ooh. Am I being hit with like a dart, or is someone coming up to me?
No, two armed individuals have slid out of the shadows and just jabbed straight into both of you with their short swords.
Making me get out my monster manual. I thought it was going to be a...
Oh, also, I need both of you to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh my God. Are they poisoned?
Well, I just got like this evasion thing. Would that help me if I could find it at all?
No, because it is not a dexterity saving throw.
Dang it. Okay, so hold on. I'm going to take 26 damage each.
Karvis, make an insight check.
And then they each need to make Constitution saving throws?
Yes.
Okay. Jinturum's Constitution saving throw is a 19. Ripturum's is a 6.
Karvis gets an 18 on insight.
Yeah, Karvis, if they're assassins, they probably have poison.
I just am like, oh no! What the hell?
So, Jinturum, what was your roll? What was your con save?
Jinturum was 19. Ripturum was 6.
All right, Jin, you take 6 poison damage. As Jin managed to fend off the seemingly low dose that got into his system. That was a lot of ones. 16. Ripturum, however, takes 29 poison damage.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
As
I'm almost dead.
as it just surges through his system, like your veins almost turn black with how fast it's pumping through your system. Roll initiative.
God damn it.
Initiative. Ooh.
I got an 8.
Sam, what are you at? How hard are you? Like, what are you at?
I have 4 health.
Out of
59.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that was. They're meant to be dropped in one.
Breezes.
They tried
And
to
my
drop
other
them in
character
one.
is 19 out of 51.
I just said we couldn't get into any more trouble because I used all my spells!
And we kept telling you to take a nap.
All right. So, do I have anyone with initiative of 25 to 20?
I have a 23.
Klesh with the 23. Do you want Deline to roll her own initiative or just go with you?
Go with me.
Jin
Alright.
is a 21, and Rip is a 20.
Jin 21, Rip 20. Anyone else 20 above? No? Great. 15 to 19.
Chirp, chirp.
I really want to thunder wave these people into the wall right here, but it's
10
gonna
to
be
14.
tight. 14, 1, 4.
Cool. Leaf with the 14.
Thank you.
Oh, Karvis.
Was it a 12 cards?
I got an 8.
8. Karvis with the 8.
Oh.
Hey, Leaf, do you want Portia to roll her own initiative or you want her to go with you?
She's her own woman. She's
Hell yeah, I love it.
free to act on her own.
Good, she rolled higher than you. All right.
I believed she would. That's why I said. No patriarchy here. If I rolled a 23 though, like Lisa, go with me.
No, that's just smart. Okay. So,
I have a quick question before you get, if you're about to get into this, is that cantrips are not affected by the fact that I've used up my pack spells, right?
correct.
At will. Okay, cool. Just double checking. All right, go ahead.
Well,
Those are freebies.
Yes.
okay, yeah, all right. Klesh Deline. Deline.
Klasheen?
Yeah, Klasheen.
Delesh.
Delesh?
Delesh. All right.
Terrible. We're all going to hell for that one.
Hot damn.
I punched that ticket a long time ago.
That's fair. Same. I'm bringing cookies.
Deline
They'll bring
draws,
over mine.
Deline draws double daggers.
I'll back up all the porn.
No one knows where she had them on that very skin tight dress.
That's okay.
And, well, Klesh knows. And, respectfully.
Yes.
And she fucking wails on this dude. On B. And let's see here. That's ooh good. Oh, hot damn, Deline.
Yay!
That's why Deline goes first. She's a badass.
All right, so that's. And yeah. Okay, Klesh, what are you doing? What's up?
Okay. Klesh is going to draw their rapier and
And
go
your-
for person A since Deline is handling person B.
All right,
Nispa? Okay.
and your pistol, but you couldn't shoot the water, so prisoner you were taken.
It's 18.
18 to hit.
Yes.
That hits. Roll damage.
Okay. 7 plus 6 is 13.
13 damage.
I'm going to take a second action because I can attack twice per action.
That's right.
Can I choose to go with Portia?
17?
To hit?
Yeah.
That hits. Roll damage.
7 plus 6 again. Nice. So another 13 damage. And as a bonus maneuver, I'm going to use Rally. On my turn, I can use a bonus action to expend one superiority dice to grant a friendly creature who can see or hear me temporary HP equal to the superiority dice roll plus 2.
Tight.
So this is for which one? Is it Rip or Jin?
Rip.
That is the most hurt, yeah.
Okay.
Rip got ripped open.
Yeah,
Alright.
pretty much.
What is my...
And he's an up close and personal character, or fighter, I should say.
Okay. Rip gets 10 temporary HP.
Cool. That is not healing, right?
No,
Correct.
But
if you get
like
hit again, you'll
like
use it first.
It's like a buffer, yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
it's like the gray health in video games sometimes.
There,
or
I
like
got
that
him in
shield.
temp.
So if you get hit, it'll go through the 10 before it goes to your 4.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then when I heal you, your health will still go up, but you'll keep the temp health as well.
Yeah.
If I heal you, I should say.
After Klesh goes slashy, Rip, hang in there.
Oh,
I don't have poetry like Hazel, but
too pure.
you'll be fine.
Jin, what's up?
Jin, okay. I'm gonna go to Jin. So he was just stabbed by someone, so I'm assuming he is right next to them.
Yes.
So he is going to... Can't do a sneak attack or anything. Unless... I'd
Well-
like to use my bonus action first.
There is definitely an ally within 5 feet.
Oh, that's true, huh? Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my short sword then. Do I get once per turn? No, it's just the extra damage if I hit him.
Roll the dice.
15?
15 hits. Attacker
Wow.
lands. Roll damage.
Okay, so that's 1d6 plus 3 for regular stuff, which is 4, 5, 6, 7 regular, and then my sneak attack bonus is 3 more d6. What did I say? 7?
Yeah.
Plus 1 is 8. Plus 1 is 9.
Ooh.
Plus 4 is 13.
All right.
Wow.
And then for my bonus action, I'll just attack him again.
The offhand.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Oh, wait.
Slashy stab.
So it'll just be an unarmed strike because I only have one sword and a short bow. He doesn't have that much. Oh, he has daggers, but they're not equipped. It'll just be an unarmed strike, though. No, it won't. He missed.
Give him-
This is Jin, right? With a short
Yes.
bow. 2 weapon, uncanny, up to sneak attack. Okay, yeah, okay. He doesn't, yeah, he only has 1 attack so far. Alright, cool. And a swing and a miss, yeah. But that dude is looking real rough after being laid into by Deline and Klesh and yourself. So, good there.
Hell yeah.
Rip.
All right, Rip's gonna see who his brother was beating up and go right after that bad boy.
Same.
Same Z's. So he is going to. So I officially have 2 attacks per action now. I'm going to Unarmed Strike for my first one, which is going to be a 16.
That hits.
Perfect. That is going to be. Oops. 8 damage. And I want to use a. Oh, no. I'm just going to try to see if I can kill him. I'm going to hit him again. 13. That doesn't hit, right?
No, you managed to thump right into some thick leather, and it doesn't quite hit that pressure point that you usually manage to connect with in training.
Okay. I would like to spend a key point, though, to see, or no, to do a. How bad does he look? Pretty bad.
Pretty roughed up. You think 1 or 2 good hits will take him out?
All right, I'll do a flurry of blows then.
McFlurry those blows.
17.
That sounds so good right now.
I'm sorry.
it does
You're welcome. Sorry, what was that, Sam?
17.
17 hits.
9 damage.
Nice.
Oop.
Still up.
Ooh, that one is a 24.
That also hits.
8 damage.
Oh, he's
Dang
Elton
it.
John. Yeah, he's still standing.
Okay,
Ooh.
I'll use one more of my key points. What is it? There was this other thing I could do. Oh, Stunning Strike.
Yeah.
So he needs to make a DC 14 con saving throw.
Oh,
Wait.
15.
No, wait.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Whenever you hit with one of your flurry of blows attacks, this is something different. This is the open hand technique. Whenever you hit with your flurry of blows attacks, you can impose one of the following effects on the target. Fall prone if it fails a dex saving throw, get pushed 15 feet if it fails a strength saving throw, or those 2 things. Or it can't take a reaction until the end of your next turn. So I'm going to say that it falls prone, so go for a dex 14 saving throw.
Dex 14.
Okay, so out of fairness, I'm going to have him roll again for the dex save.
Because is his dex bonus different than his con bonus?
Technically, yes.
Ah.
That was cocked, so... same roll. So, and actually, he saved for both anyway, so...
For both anyway? Okay.
Yeah, you get like a leg tangle in as you like pop into his knee, and he manages to like wiggle out of it, and you're like, ooh, slippery.
Nice. That's just the one I don't have to spend an extra key point for, which is why I wanted to use that one.
That's smart action economy. Bravo.
Thank you.
However, but wait,
Wait, I
there's
still have a
more.
bonus action.
Oh yeah. Oh no, didn't you flurry of blows for your bonus?
No, you're right.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, I've had that done to me, so now I'm doing
you're
it to
good.
you. The cycle
You're
of
totally
violence
good.
continues. Okay. So all right. And then Portia out of a pack, she pulls a small buckler and a long, wicked-looking knife.
Ooh,
And
that's fancy.
She holds it reverse, and she looks like she's got the hand with the buckler like out, like that's part of the situation.
She was captain.
Huh?
She was captain.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She moves in on B, and okay, so it's gonna contest that. Ooh, yeah.
Evil French laugh.
She manages to grapple him, and it gives her advantage. So she strikes in and deals. You see a gout of blood gush from under his armpit as she strikes between where the armor is most thin.
Nice.
And the other guy reduces, and for a bonus action, let's see here. Yeah, she's like, Klesh, get him again.
Oh, she's using my shit with me.
Yep.
That's fun.
So you get to make one attack roll against a target of your choice.
Alright.
With let's see here.
I originally was attacking A.
All right, you know, whatever.
But I mean, she's attacking B.
With a bonus 10.
Oh,
That only applies to damage? What does it say?
commanding strike.
Yeah.
Take an action on your turn, forego one of your attacks, and use a bonus action to direct an ally that can see or hear you to strike using its reaction, adding the superiority dice to the damage roll.
Okay, so you get plus 10 damage on this.
Okay. So 17 plus 7 is
That hits.
24, yeah. And then let me get my D8. Oh, jumped out the thing. So that's 6 plus 6, which is 12, plus 10, which is 22.
You
Got this motherfucker.
do a... So is this for A or for B?
Well, like I said, I'm in front of B,
Yeah.
but if she's calling me to hit A,
No, she would have been working on B and who you're in front of.
okay, so I'm in front of A.
Yeah. So she's got him like almost in a chokehold and has jabbed the blade up into his armpit, and
Yeah.
that's got his arm up, so you riposte over and slide your rapier into the other armpit, and another gout of blood splashes out.
That'll do it.
Gouts of blood.
Mmm.
My favorite.
Are they dead yet? Am I even gonna get a blood?
You might. I mean, yeah, right. Like I'm all like, by the time they get to me, and they're like, "Oh, cool! I can use more blood."
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks.
Stabby, fun.
Stabby, fun.
Karvis
So,
is like,
so
"Don't waste
A,
all the blood. I could use it."
A smashes something that looks like a mochi ball into his mouth.
No.
There you go. You get your wish. You can attack now.
It doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity.
I meant like he's gonna stay alive long enough for you to
Oh,
have
yeah.
a fight.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna turn into a snake.
That's what I love.
Okay, stop it.
Snake.
That's a free action, and then as a bonus, he disengages and moves out of melee. And then moves a little way away and pulls out his. No, that would have been the same free action. So yeah, he just takes up a defensive. He takes a dodge. Yeah, he sets up his dodge
Oh, a fat baby.
as his actual action.
Oh, don't put anything in the
Oh, we got a fat baby. Oh yeah,
Yep.
look at that. Look at that wizened, aged, delicious,
Sweet
thick
baby.
lass.
No. So
She's so mad.
I know. I can tell.
I won't even look at you.
Yeah, right.
But then you see her eyes squint as she sort of better.
No, the baby.
She'll put her on a leash and bring her into the office.
Oh God, she would not. She would not.
Bella might
I
take it.
imagine you get her one of those backpacks with the little
the
space
windows?
opening on the front,
Mhm.
but she's just a little one.
So the guy who's currently grappled, he like gnaws down on a pouch on like a bandolier under his cloak, and you see another one of those weird mochi balls hit. But that allows Portia to basically twist the knife. So let's see if
Nice.
that. No, it's cocked. Oh yeah, she hits. All right.
Not food.
There you go.
That's
Not
another.
food.
Oh,
12.
so I put her down on my bed, and she immediately ran to her little scratching post and like got all her aggression out.
I love when she does that.
Okay.
They get mad. They're like, I'm gonna scratch the shit out of this thing.
Yeah, at least she does it where she's supposed to.
Sure.
Now she's glaring at me from it.
Right? She's like, I wish this was your flesh.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
now she's back.
Okay. Got over it.
Let's see here.
Yes.
Jizz.
Rip, does a 13 hit?
Say no.
14? Sorry.
No.
Oh, look at you with the 16. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see a dagger flick out from the wrist of this guy, and you're like, Matrix, Neo, it's fine. Hey, Mr. Monk, do you want to spend a key point to maybe try and catch it and throw it back?
Oh, I was gonna ask, are you throwing it at me? Because yeah, I can.
It is a missile.
It's a reaction, yeah.
Oh,
so
but
I don't
you weren't
have
hit.
when you're hit by a ranged
Yeah,
weapon
so
attack.
no, sorry. Just kidding. I missed that part. All right.
God.
It goes wild, Leaf.
Lets it stick you in your hand, and then you take it.
Leaf, you're
You
up.
didn't
What's
need
up?
that, man.
What are you doing, Leaf?
How close? The dude who ran away, how far did he go? Do I still see him?
He goes less than 30 feet. You can still see him. He's closer to the cabbage cart.
I will. I'm gonna run up, and as I'm running towards him,
Mm-hmm.
I do go. I'm a snake, and I turn into a giant constrictor snake.
Oh,
That
shit.
is the coloring of like Arbok, but I understand it's not like it can't be because he's
This
a
isn't
different kind
sponsored
than a
by
constrictor.
Pokemon, so.
No, but that's just like the coloring, but it's just a constrictor snake. It's like an
Fancy
Ekans,
purple.
but big, you could say.
Pretty
I
close.
can-
Yeah.
And I try to whip my tail around, and I'm gonna try to constrict him.
I whip my tail back and forth. I whip my tail back and forth.
All right, so I believe that's an attack roll to grapple, right?
Is yes,
So-
it is a 23 to hit.
Well, he is taking the dodge action, so you have disadvantage.
Ooh.
So I'm sure he'll hit.
And that is 15 on the second one.
Oh, just barely. Attacker wins, so yes.
Yay!
He is slippery, but you are a snake.
Yeah, a giant one. So that means he takes 2d8 plus 4.
Get him.
Dice are really hard to see where it starts. D8s are this guy and that guy. That's a 7 and a 1. Plus 4 makes 12 points of damage. Bludgeoning, by the way. And the target is grappled.
Mm-hmm.
That means he's restrained.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what that means on my... Does that mean I get advantage on my bite now? Or what's the...
Yes, I believe so.
I need to look up restraint.
So your wild shape was a bonus action, right?
Yeah, and then
And then move action to
I
get to
get
him.
2 action. Yeah, and then the snake itself has 2 actions, so it has a bite and the grapple.
Right. Right. Yeah.
So I went with the grapple first, so
Yep.
then he's restrained, so then I oughta to get the advantage for hitting.
Yeah.
And if you miss, you still have the bite left over.
No. Yep. That's how that works. Yeah. Go ahead and take that bite with advantage.
Yeah.
Your son just bit me.
And that's
Yeah, he
a
does that.
18.
18 to hit. Oh yeah, that
18.
hits.
Okay.
He's either hungry or in need of blood.
Nah, that's how he.
And
That's
that's-
how he tells you he wants to play.
10 damage on the bite, and he's now grappled.
All right. Well, what's it look like when you bite an assassin to death?
Woo!
Yeah, it's probably like right into his back. You know, like I circle around his body, and the fangs like in the
Wait.
back of the neck.
I'm sorry. Wait. How much damage was the bite?
10.
Oh,
Are you serious?
he's still up.
Nah.
Nice. That's good. Now we can question him.
Nice.
But I do. Then I just keep my teeth like in. You can imagine like kind of perched on either side of his neck. Like just.
I also
right there.
imagine you're trying to speak with your mouth full.
Yeah, like while they're in there, I'm like, I got him, but it's really just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great. All right, and Karvis.
Okay. So one is down. No, one is still up, right? Like, well, there's the one that Leaf is holding on to, and then there's the other one.
So there's the one in the corner that Nathaniel has, that Leaf has, and then there's the one that Portia has grappled.
Okay, so I'm going to try and cast Eldritch Blast at the one that Portia's grappling.
Hell yeah, do it.
Okay. Does a 16 hit?
16 does hit. Oh, and you have an advantage on these because they're restrained.
Okay.
So, but a
Ooh.
16 hits, so you're good. Roll again in case you crit, because you can crit on an Eldritch Blast.
Hey, wouldn't you know? A nat 20.
Hey, there we
Hey.
go. So, double
Very
the
nice.
dice, not the bonus. So, roll those sweet D10s.
Yeah, it says 2d10 plus 4.
Fuck yeah!
So
So
roll 4d10
4d10 plus 4.
and then plus
Damn.
4.
On a
gonna
cantrip,
do-
see, that's a little.
It's not a
that's
cantrip.
little-
It's her
Oh,
like.
It's because she's a tiefling.
No,
Oh, right.
No?
it's warlock.
Right.
Is that Eldritch Blast?
Yep, that's their
Yeah.
bread and butter.
Yeah.
Hellish Rebuke is the tiefling thing.
But it's like basically a cantrip for warlocks.
Yeah,
right?
kinda,
It is.
Essentially, yeah.
That's
You can like draw the bridge to calling it a cantrip. And
16 damage.
16 damage on the first hit. Nice.
Uh-huh.
And I
wait.
recall we now know that you get one more, right?
Do I?
Yes.
Remind me how this works. Hazel, why are you? Yes, total beams are 2. So yes, one other hit. You are correct. Thank you. So it's rolled to hit again, right?
Yep.
Okay. And that is that's a 13 on the second blast.
But you have
But
advantage.
you have advantage.
Oh, I have advantage. Okay, so then that's a 24, non-nat 20.
That hits.
On the second
Roll damage.
Okay, and so that is an 8 on the second blast.
All right. Damage is damage.
Let's go.
All right.
Sweet.
So,
He explodes.
Right.
no. He's still up.
Just shrapnel.
You see
Shrapnel
the
everywhere.
like red, blue, green, purple energies of channeling the Strix and pounding those energies into his form, but he maintains the light in his eyes. Leaf, your charge is barely holding on to his short sword. This is well in hand. One more hit on either of these guys, you got it. However, you notice from the far end of the alley, 3 forms going, I knew we shouldn't have trusted them. Get them! And you see 3 forms in cloaks rushing towards you. And there we will end this session. Front Chills, the Dicening, Atarik's Chrome. Tune in next time for the thrilling continuation. As always, we love to thank our benefactors, new and not so new. Yev, Nomad, Doomsayer, DLP, and BACKBLAZE for helping make this all happen. And of course, thanks to these lovely people playing Pretend with me, and thanks to you
Thanks to
lovely
everyone
people.
in chat hanging out.
Huh?
Thanks to everyone in chat for hanging out.
Exactly. So remember, hit us up on social. Hit us up in the comments. Like, subscribe, or follow, all that good stuff, because the algorithm needs that. Thank you.
And thank you, Tony, for running us.
For indulging
and,
our ridiculousness.
Right, for
It
putting
is-
up with me being.
It is purely selfish, I assure you. But I appreciate the thanks for being selfish. That's the best. Alrighty, y'all. And with that, good night.
Look
Good
at that.
night.
My